What's up, everybody? It's meteorologist Andrew Myers bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by See-Through Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. They are linked below. So yeah, we got some southern plains storms to talk about for you guys today. Storms possible all the way from Kansas down into Texas. So covering all of our risks for tonight and then into tomorrow. It's going to continue off into Oklahoma and Texas, and then the southern Mississippi Valley could get hit as well, with all risks possible, going over all of that. And then finally checking out the Atlantic, what's going on there. We got a few storms brewing through the central basin, so we're going to see what the heck is going on for this active November day. But before we get into all of our weather, as usual, our upcoming events, check us out at the OU versus Baylor tailgate, guys. We are next to the southeast entrance. It's just south of Heisman Park, so you'll see our booth there with Beacon. But yeah, this Saturday we're going to be playing Baylor. OU has been doing okay recently, so come check us out on the 5th. It might be a good game. You'll get free food, free beer. We have the game on, you get to talk to us, so come see us there at the tailgate on Saturday. Game starts, what, at 11, Justin?
It's 11. Game starts at 2.
Oh, game starts at 2, guys. So tailgate starts at 11. Come out and see us then. So for today and into tomorrow, we've got a spring-like setup. It's November, but it's acting like May with this trough that's getting ready to push through these southern plains. And with that, we've got a cold front dry line set up that could potentially get us some pretty potent storms into tonight through tomorrow. So here comes that trough by midnight tonight, making its way through Oklahoma and Texas with that dry line. Storms should initiate pretty shortly afterwards as that continues to advance east. And now it's starting to tilt in kind of a way that fosters some rotation. So into tomorrow morning, we could potentially see some rotating storms capable of producing hail, as well as a couple of tornadoes and straight line winds. So again, all risks possible for you guys through Oklahoma, Texas, and out east into the Mississippi Valley for tomorrow with this system as it lifts off to the northeast. And then we'll see it kind of get a little bit calmer for your Saturday. Should have a little break before Monday. We get another trough that's expected to potentially make its way back through, and we could be right back in it for severe weather chances. So keeping an eye on all of that. For your cold front, again, that's going to be intersecting with a dry line into tonight, and with that, we tend to see some spring-like weather, guys, some hail possible, as well as some gusty winds. So as that makes its way down to the south and east through Oklahoma, there it is, Friday, 2 a.m. So it's going to be a late overnight risk tonight. We could start to see that hail initiating as it moves along that cold front down south into Oklahoma, Texas for Friday morning. And then it's quickly going to shift eastward with that cold air. And we could see, again, a pretty big risk tomorrow for you guys in the Oklahoma City-Dallas corridor, as well as off into Arkansas and Louisiana before Saturday. So here's our dew points. Here's that moisture in the atmosphere, 72 in Houston, 75 in Corpus Christi, nice and warm down there as well. So we've got plenty of instability built up ahead of that cold front getting ready to wreck through there into tonight. And as it does, again, we got plenty of instability to go around. There's our CAPE values, convective available potential energy is what that stands for. Just means how much is available in the atmosphere to potentially get updrafts capable of producing hail as well as rotating storms and tornadoes. So it's not super crazy, but that's expected for November. Not crazy through Wichita all the way down into Lubbock, but we do have some, and it is going to be an overnight risk. So for the setup we're looking at now, that's enough to potentially get us some severe hail over the coming hours. And then into tomorrow, we see it starting to really build up through Houston, making its way up towards Dallas before those storms initiate for Friday afternoon. So keeping an eye on that setup. Here's what it looks like into tonight. Quiet for most of your afternoon and evening. Going to see pretty clear skies in terms of storms, not seeing a ton of active weather. And then by 2 a.m., there you go. Along the I-70 corridor, starting to see some storms initiating, making their way towards Wichita, towards Salina. And as they do, getting a little bit of a band going by around 4 a.m., so we could start to see multiple storm modes now, hail and wind, tracking towards Wichita. And then into Friday morning, then we'll start to see the bigger risk come into play through Oklahoma and Texas. So for today, really this is tonight's hail forecast. Again, this is going to be an overnight event, but we could get some quarters to half dollars in that area of moderate instability, as well as where that cold front is tracking through. So if you guys are anywhere from Amarillo up into Wichita, even up into Topeka, we could see a potential for some quarter to half dollar sized hail for you guys. Best chances are going to be around Woodward, where we're tending to see some more isolated stones track through. But again, if you're in this swath, severe hail is possible for you guys into tonight. Then for wind, extending that a little bit further to the east into now Kansas City, could see some gusty winds tracking through the area, as those are going to be mostly straight line for you guys into tonight. And then a potential for some rotating storms again down near Woodward, where things tend to stay a little more isolated. But Woodward and Wichita, you guys got the best chance of the area to see some gusty winds. And then Kansas City and Amarillo, you guys are on the outer edges of that, but still a chance nonetheless to get some severe weather over the overnight hours. Then for tomorrow, that's when things are really going to start to pick up, okay? So we got storms already initiated through the morning. We're going to see tonight's risk continuing into tomorrow morning. And then by 2 p.m., there's already a ton of storms happening through Dallas, through Oklahoma City, remaining isolated. That's where we'll get our hail chance. And then things are going to start to band up by 5 p.m. end of your workday. If you guys are along here, you're going to see some loud thunderstorms, lightning, thunder, and severe risks all possible with this line tracking through by 5 p.m. It's going to shift off to the east towards Fort Smith, Arkansas, but then we'll have a second chance through the DFW area with another band tracking behind it. And as those congeal and kind of come together off into the overnight hours, we'll see a pretty solid wind risk tracking through the area, again with some potential for tornadoes through South Texas and the Mississippi Valley, tracking off towards Louisiana and Houston in the overnight hours, and then making its way through Memphis by 7 a.m. on Saturday, and then it should start to dissipate a little bit for Saturday. But for Friday, we could see a pretty busy day for the end of your week. So right now, just going to leave it at quarters to half dollars for you guys into tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some upgrades on this risk, but the issue right now is just model agreement is really not coming together on the timing of this system, and that's going to play a huge factor into tomorrow for who has the best chances to see severe hail. So if you guys are from Houston to Corpus Christi, all the way up into Oklahoma City, Tulsa, you could see some severe hail, quarters to half dollars for now. Possibility to see some larger stones and some higher risk upgrades into tomorrow's forecast, so stay tuned for that. But then for wind, that's what I think going to be the primary risk into tomorrow afternoon and evening. And for that, if you guys are in Dallas, Shreveport, Houston, anywhere in that central corridor, that's where you have the best chance to see damaging straight line gusts, as well as a potential for tornadoes with that system tracking through. San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Wichita, anywhere out east to Jackson, you guys are in it as well. But again, the central part of this swath is really where the bulk of that line is going to track off to the east, and that's really where we could see some nasty storms into tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Then leaving out, guys, with the tropics, this is Hurricane Martin tracking up into the North Atlantic, not really in anybody's way unless you're in some shipping lanes, but it is tracking up to the northeast at 48 miles an hour, which, you know, Hurricane Sally moved in the single digits. So this guy is trucking up to the north and east. There's its track, currently a Category 1 hurricane, expected to drop off into a low pressure as it continues up towards Greenland, and then makes a quick right turn off towards, you know, the islands in Europe and UK and everything as a low pressure system. Not really expected to do much except to bring some heavy waves and strong winds to the central Atlantic. But there it is nonetheless, a hurricane for November. And then we've also got two areas of disturbances. So one off near San Juan, Puerto Rico, expected to move up to the north and east. Not going to do much in the next 2 days, but we're going to be watching it over the next 5 to see if it can potentially become our next named storm. If not that one, we've got another one up in, again, it's the Bermuda area, but just central Atlantic in general. 10% chance over the next 2 and 5 days to see any development on this. You can see those clouds trying to spin there, but we got to get a little more organization on it before it really becomes anything. So we're keeping you guys updated on all our risks, and we'll let you guys know in stories if there's any updates. We'll keep you updated and advised on all your weather into the next 48 hours. But go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. And then if you guys want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us if you'd rather at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.